Let me start with a raw truth that might shock you. The moment a man grabs your legs and lifts them up during sex, it isn't just a random move. It isn't just position variety. It's one of the most intimate, revealing windows into what's happening inside his mind, his body, and his heart in that exact moment. Men don't always say what they feel. They rarely sit you down and confess, "Here's why I touched you this way," or "Here's why I held you like that." But their body language and intimacy. That's the real confession. That's where the truth comes out louder than words. So when a man takes your legs, lifts them, and pulls you into that position, what he's really doing is speaking a language of intimacy most women never fully decode. And once you understand what this gesture means, not only will you see sex differently, you'll understand men differently. You'll see his psychology, his needs, his desires, and yes, even his vulnerability wrapped into this one intimate move. Let me break this down for you, because I don't just want you to hear it as a fun fact. I want you to experience the depth of what's really happening in those moments. This is not about gymnastics in bed. This is about connection, desire, dominance, vulnerability, pleasure, and intimacy colliding into one explosive experience. And I'm going to give you the 5 key reasons why he raises your legs up during sex. And each one is a glimpse into the mind of a man that will forever change the way you look at physical intimacy. K.1, the psychology of depth and closeness. Here's the first thing: when he raises your legs, it changes everything about the angle of penetration. And no, this isn't just about pleasure. It's about closeness. Men crave closeness in sex more than they'll ever admit. See, raising your legs isn't just about hitting deeper physically. It's about a man subconsciously saying, "I want all of you. I don't want a shallow version of this connection. I want the deepest part of you." Think about this. Men are taught from a young age to crave intensity in sports, in ambition, in sex. He wants to feel like he's gone all the way in, and intimacy is no different. By lifting your legs, he is unconsciously chasing intensity, not just of physical sensation, but of emotional experience. The body becomes a metaphor here. The deeper he goes physically, the more complete he feels emotionally. So when your legs are raised, he's not just trying to get in deeper. He's telling you in the most primal language, "I don't want distance between us. I want the version of you that no one else gets." This is intimacy disguised as a sexual move. It's closeness dressed in the body's language. Key point 20, a display of desire and dominance. Let's talk about the second layer, which is his desire to show you dominance. Men don't always articulate desire through words like, "I want you so bad." Sometimes it comes through actions that show they're taking charge. Rising your legs is exactly that. It's a bold move. It's him saying without saying, "I'm in control of this moment. I'm leading. I'm claiming this connection." Now, this doesn't mean it's about aggression. True dominance in intimacy isn't about overpowering. It's about taking initiative in a way that heightens passion for both of you. When he raises your legs, he's stepping into that primal masculine role of leading the dance. Think of it like this. If intimacy is music, raising your legs is him changing the rhythm, intensifying the beat, and pulling you deeper into the song. But here's the secret most women miss. When a man takes this kind of control, it's not just about him. It's about you. He wants to see how you respond. He wants to feel your surrender, your openness, your trust in letting him take you there. Because to a man, nothing is sexier than a woman who lets go in his arms. So raising your legs, that's not just his dominance. It's his invitation to your surrender. K.30's deepest craving, to see you completely vulnerable. Here's the third reason, and it's perhaps the most emotionally loaded one. Men crave to see you vulnerable in intimacy. Not weak, vulnerable. There's a difference. Weakness is being powerless. Vulnerability is being powerful enough to trust someone with your openness. When he raises your legs, what happens? You're exposed. You're open. There's no hiding. And for a man who's truly invested in you, that's electric. It's not about objectifying you. It's about seeing the real, unguarded, unfiltered you. He wants to feel that you trust him enough to let him see you in your most intimate state. Why does this matter so much? Because for men, trust is the ultimate turn on. You can dress up, you can tease, you can seduce, but when you allow him to see you completely vulnerable, you give him something no other woman can copy. The gift of your openness. Raising your legs up during sex is the physical symbol of that vulnerability. It's like your body is saying, "I trust you to have me completely." And to a man who loves you, that's everything. Now pause for a second and really let this sink in. We've only gone through the first 3 psychological layers of this one move. And already you can see that intimacy is so much deeper than technique. It's not about positions from a magazine. It's about decoding the silent language of connection that happens in bed. So when he raises your legs, don't just think of it as that thing he does. Think of it as a sentence in a love language most people never bother to translate. Because the truth is, your body is having a conversation with his body. And unless you listen closely, you miss what's really being said. In the next part, I'll take you even deeper. We'll explore how raising your legs is not just about him. It's also about you. It's about unlocking sensations you didn't even know you could feel. And it's about what that move reveals about his hidden insecurities, his passion, and his desire for more than just pleasure. This is where intimacy gets real. This is where the psychology meets the physical, and where you discover that every move he makes in bed is telling you a story. And trust me, the story of why he raises your legs. It's just getting started. Now let's go even deeper. We've already uncovered that raising your legs is about depth, dominance, and vulnerability. But there are 2 more layers that most people never talk about, and these are the ones that unlock both the physical and emotional intensity of this move. When you understand these last 2 keys, you'll never see that moment in bed the same way again. K.4a, the secret to unlocking your pleasure. One of the biggest reasons a man raises your legs during sex is because on some level he wants to unlock more of your pleasure, whether consciously or subconsciously. He knows that raising your legs changes everything about how your body experiences him. The angle, the pressure, the rhythm, all of it shifts. Suddenly, he's not just inside you. He's hitting places that might feel like they were made for him to reach. For many women, this is where the magic happens. The G spot is more accessible, the sensation is more intense, and your body reacts in ways you can't control. You might gasp louder. You might arch your back. You might grip him tighter. And men notice this. They notice every sound, every movement, every ripple of reaction that happens in your body when they shift you into that position. And here's the truth. A man craves that feedback. He doesn't just want to feel his own pleasure. He wants to see yours explode in front of him. He wants to know he can take you somewhere you've never been before. This is important because men are wired to feel validated by your response. He may never admit it, but part of his masculine identity is tied to the question, can I please her? Can I make her lose control in my arms? So when he raises your legs and sees you respond with more intensity, he feels like he has unlocked a deeper part of you. It's not just sex anymore. It's an achievement. It's him proving to himself, I can reach her. I can make her surrender. I can give her what she craves but doesn't always ask for. And in that moment, he's not just focused on his climax, he's focused on yours. That's the beauty of this move. It's his way of amplifying your pleasure, sometimes even more than his own. And here's something you might not realize. Sometimes he doesn't even know why he does it. He may not have studied anatomy. He may not have read about G spot stimulation, but instinctively, he senses that your body reacts differently when your legs are raised. And because men are highly attuned to feedback in bed, he keeps doing what makes you moan louder, breathe harder, and clutch onto him like you never want to let go. So when he raises your legs, don't just think of it as him wanting a new angle. Think of it as him saying, I want to see you undone. I want to see what happens when I take you to your edge. That's passion. That's care. That's intimacy at its rawest level. K.5a, his desire to fuse with you completely. Now we arrive at the final and most profound layer. This isn't about mechanics, angles, or even dominance. This is about something far more vulnerable, a man's desire to fuse with you completely, body and soul. When he raises your legs, yes, it opens you more physically, but what it also does is close the gap between you. Your bodies lock in tighter. Your chest presses closer to his. Your faces hover inches away. There's no space for distance, no barrier, no halfway connection. And to a man, that is the ultimate high, because in that moment, he feels like he has you entirely, not partially, not with restraint, not with hesitation, completely. This is crucial to understand for men. Sex isn't just about release. It's about transcendence. It's about losing himself in you so fully that for a few minutes, the rest of the world disappears. Work doesn't exist. Stress doesn't exist. Insecurities don't exist. There's only you, him, and the raw electricity between your bodies. When he raises your legs, he's not just deepening penetration. He's deepening the bond. He's searching for that fusion that makes him feel like you're not just two people having sex, but two souls colliding in one moment. And this is why you often feel that shift when your legs are raised. Suddenly, his movements slow down, his kisses get rougher or more desperate, and he looks at you like he's drinking you in. That's not just lust, that's longing. That's his heart peeking through his body language. And here's the part that will change the way you see men forever. When he raises your legs to fuse with you, it's one of the rare times he lets himself be truly vulnerable. Because in that closeness, he's risking something. He's risking being seen, being felt, being known completely. And for a man, that's terrifying and exhilarating all at once. Now think about this. How often do men go through life with masks on? They act tough at work. They act strong in front of their friends. They hide their doubts, their fears, their weaknesses. But in the bedroom, when he raises your legs and pulls you into him fully, that's one of the only times he allows himself to drop the mask. In that moment, he's not just the confident guy you see in public. He's the raw man underneath, the one who wants love, who craves closeness, who fears rejection but dares to reach for intimacy anyway. That's what makes this gesture so profound. So let's recap. Why does he raise your legs up during sex? It's not random. It's not meaningless. It's a symphony of psychological and emotional layers playing out in one gesture. First, it's about depth and closeness. Second, it's about dominance and desire. Third, it's about seeing you vulnerable. Fourth, it's about unlocking your deepest pleasure. And fifth, it's about fusing with you completely, body, heart, and soul. But we're not done yet, because now comes the most important part of all, what you can do with this knowledge. Understanding why he does it is powerful, but responding to it in a way that strengthens your connection, that amplifies the passion, and that makes him feel both desired and safe. That's where the real magic happens. In the next part, I'm going to take you through exactly how to respond when he raises your legs, how to read the deeper emotions behind the gesture, and how to use that moment as an opportunity to build intimacy that lasts far beyond the bedroom. Because sex isn't just about what happens under the sheets. It's about what lingers in his mind long after the night is over. Now that we've peeled back the 5 layers of why he raises your legs during sex, it's time to talk about the part that really matters, what you do with this knowledge. Because let's be honest, understanding men is one thing, but learning how to respond in those heated, intimate moments is what transforms your connection from just physical into unforgettable. This is where you shift from simply being the woman he sleeps with to being the woman he can't stop thinking about. So let's start here. When he raises your legs, it's not just a move, it's a message, and every message demands a reply. If his body is speaking to you, your body has to speak back. That doesn't mean memorizing a script. It means being present, tuning into the moment, and understanding that intimacy is a conversation without words. The first thing you can do when he raises your legs is to lean into the vulnerability. Most women tense up without realizing it. They think too much, how do I look right now? Is this flattering? Am I too exposed? And that overthinking kills the moment. What he really craves isn't a perfect image. It's your openness. It's you letting him see you raw, messy, unfiltered. So instead of pulling back, relax into it. Let your body melt into his hold. Let him feel that you trust him enough to be seen without masks. To a man, that's intoxicating. It tells him, I'm safe with you. I want this. I'm letting go. The second way to respond is with your voice. And no, I don't just mean moaning, although that's part of it. I mean letting him know how it feels. Men are creatures of feedback. If he raises your legs and you gasp, whisper, or breathe out, oh my God, that feels so good. You've just unlocked a deeper level of intimacy, because now he's not guessing. He knows he's reaching you. He knows you're present. And when a man feels like he's driving you wild, it does something powerful to him. It pulls him deeper into the moment. It makes him want to give you more. It makes him crave to keep exploring you, not just for his pleasure, but for yours. The third response is touch. When he lifts your legs, don't just lie there. Wrap your arms around him, pull him closer. Let your fingers run through his hair, down his back, along his arms. This tells him, I'm not passive in this. I'm here with you. I want this as much as you do. Remember, sex is a dance, not a performance. When you touch him back, you make it an exchange, not a one-sided act. That physical feedback fuels his desire because he feels you're meeting his energy with your own. And here's something subtle but powerful: eye contact. When your legs are raised and he's closer than ever, look into his eyes, hold his gaze. Even if it's just for a few seconds, that eye contact transforms the moment. It turns raw passion into soul connection. It tells him, I see you, I'm here with you. This isn't just sex, it's us. And believe me, that look will burn into his memory far longer than any position or technique. Now let's dive into something even deeper, the emotional meaning behind your response. When you embrace the moment instead of resisting it, you're giving him something he doesn't get anywhere else. Emotional security. You're telling him, with me, you don't have to hold back. You don't have to question if you're enough. You don't have to doubt whether I want this. That kind of reassurance is rare for men. And when they feel it, they bond hard. They don't just see you as someone they desire. They see you as someone they need. Think about it in everyday life. Men are constantly second guessing themselves.
Am I successful enough? Strong enough?
Attractive enough? But in the bedroom, if your response tells him, yes, you are more than enough for me, that affirmation sticks, seeps into his subconscious and makes him crave you beyond the physical. He'll chase you, think about you, long for you, not just because of the sex, but because of how he feels when he's with you. That's the real power of responding to this gesture. So how do you amplify this even further? By being playful. Too many couples get stuck in routine where sex becomes mechanical. But when he raises your legs, you can turn it into a playful game. Tease him, whisper something naughty, smirk at him, bite your lip, show him that you're not just receiving, you're co-creating the passion. Playfulness is the secret sauce that keeps sex exciting. It tells him, I'm having fun with you. This isn't just serious, it's passionate, wild, and alive. And that's the kind of energy men get addicted to. But here's the final piece, the one most women overlook. Aftercare, what happens after the moment is just as important as what happens during. When he's just raised your legs, taken you to your edge, and you've both collapsed into each other, don't just roll over, hold him, kiss him, whisper something soft like, I love how close I feel to you right now. That post-intimacy moment is where the bond cements. It tells him, this wasn't just physical for me. This was real. And when a man feels that he associates sex with love, with connection, with something irreplaceable, that's how you stop being just a casual encounter and become unforgettable. Let me tell you a secret. Most men don't even fully understand why they do what they do in bed. They don't sit down and analyze their moves the way we just did. But when you decode it, you step into a level of awareness most people never reach. You stop seeing sex as random positions and start seeing it as a language. And when you speak that language fluently, when you respond to it with confidence, openness, and playfulness, you unlock a level of intimacy that keeps passion alive for years. So the next time he raises your legs, remember this, he's not just adjusting the angle. He's telling you, I want to be closer. I want to see you vulnerable. I want to unlock your pleasure. I want to